Hello everybody, welcome to my video on the Sonic the Hedgehog fanbase and why it is no good. Get it? Okay, let's begin. The Sonic community is easily the worst community on the entire internet. I mean, have you ever heard of this one guy called Sammy Classic Sonic Fan?
You frickin' fricks!
It's funny because he said the frick word. And don't even get me started on Chris Chan. What a fucking loser. These two are definitely representable of the community as a whole. The Sonic fanbase is nothing but autistic people, furries, and that's a fact. I mean, just look up Sonic on DeviantArt and prepare to cringe. Come on. It's on here somewhere, I swear. Oh, there's one.
But wait, Mark, aren't you a Sonic fan?
What? No. I'd never associate with those people. They're the scum of the earth. Okay, everybody, I have a confession to make. I've been trying to keep this a secret for a while, but I think it's time I finally tell you. I am a Sonic faggot. Like, fuck, that's news to me. The Sonic fanbase has been talked about to death with how cringy and toxic it is, so why should I make this? What do I have to add? Well, I'd actually consider myself as part of the Sonic fanbase, so I'm pretty in the know about the stuff that goes on in it. In my opinion, the Sonic fanbase started to be seen as toxic around the time Unleashed came out. The critics were constantly bashing him, leading to him going from a gaming icon to a laughingstock in the general public. Even when the games were good, people constantly reminded you, hey, you know Sonic 06 exists?
We don't need any other embarrassments from Sonic's past clawing their way out of the Phantom Zone, like Brown Sonic, or that human girl that he made out with that one time.
At least it's nowhere near as unfair as games like the notorious Sonic 2006.
That, in a world where Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 exists, the mid-2000s were not kind to the Blue Blur. Most consider it as not only the worst Sonic game.
He's never recovered, and I don't think he ever will, and that's because of one thing.
The bad games?
No.
The weird designs?
No.
The porn?
What? No, well, not entirely. The fanbase. The Sonic fanbase is one of the most infamous fanbases out there, along with Five Nights at Freddy's, Undertale, Steven Universe, etc. But does it deserve to be?
The answer is yes and no.
In the 90s, the fanbase was about as normal as every other. I wouldn't say things got divisive until 1998 with the release of Sonic Adventure. Sonic's design change created a split in the fanbase, those who liked classic Sonic and those who liked this new modern Sonic. Some would say the same thing happened in the 90s with the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Sad I Am, but they were both running at the same time. When Adventure came out, the old Sonic was done, never to be used again, to make way for this new, cooler, edgier Sonic. And classic wouldn't be used in the game again until 2011 with Sonic Generations. Naturally, some people weren't a fan of this change, and throughout the 2000s, Sega continued experimenting with what they wanted Sonic to be, creating split after split until the fanbase was divided into small subsections. There were some who wanted cartoony classic Sonic, some who wanted serious classic Sonic, some who wanted adventure Sonic, modern Sonic.
I want it to be serious.
But wait, I want it to be lighthearted.
What about the people who like Sonic's friends? You can't alienate them.
Well, actually, there are people who don't like Sonic's friends, so you should keep them out.
I want Sonic to be an anime!
No, Sonic has to be a goofy CG cartoon.
Give that man a neckerchief. No, wait, a gun!
But Sonic has to be a nice guy!
No, Sonic has to be a dick!
Spin dash! Boost! Parkour! Run button! Linear! Ryan! Jason! Roger!
I think by now you see where the issues are coming from. Sega can't please everybody, and when they try to, they fail. So when one group of fans get what they wanted, it results in all the other fans getting pissed off. Okay, shut up! You guys are the ones that are ruining Sonic for everyone! Uh-oh. So around 2013, a seemingly young boy named Sammy Thomas started making videos under the pseudonym Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, where he ranted about different things going on in the gaming industry, with his most popular videos being the ones that revolved around Sonic.
Cause you frickin' fricks just can't ever be quenched. Your fantasies can't ever be quenched, can they?
Can you tell why?
You frickin' fricks!
To make a long story short, people thought it was serious, and even to this day, some still use Sammy as an example of your average Sonic fan. Seriously, it's so obvious in later videos that he's putting on a persona.
Not freaking modern Sonic because I don't freaking care about...
That is the sound of someone purposely trying to make their voice high.
Why don't they just discontinue it? Because they are out of steam! Ow!
But if you still don't believe me, here's him admitting it was staged.
What motivated you to make those videos? Like, what?
Well, I mean, these were my opinions, of course, but, I sort of expressed them in a way that would, you know, attract lots of attention. Like, the way I acted in the videos, like, I was a lot calmer of a person in real life, and,
Also, look around Sammy's room. He's a fan of other things too, like Mario, Pac-Man, Mega Man, etc. But he's only lumped in with the Sonic fans. It's because Sonic is in his name. Au contraire. He also went by Sammy Tanuki Gamer, Sammy Paper Mario fan, but again, because of that one video he's only associated with the Sonic fandom. Sammy, I love you, but you really didn't do the fanbase any favours. There are a few other people like him, but none are as infamous as Sammy. For example, a Knothole resident. He made a video when the first trailer for Sonic 4 came out where he screamed about Sega using the modern Sonic design.
Ugh! I'm so infuriated right now. This is a complete turn-off. It's incredibly misleading.
Not too long ago he came out saying that it was all supposed to be a joke, inspired by the overreactive nature of people like the Nostalgia Critic, and that the video ruined his internet life with constant harassment and bullying.
But at the time, I was a fan of the Nostalgia Critic and all those wannabes from Channel Awesome. Yeah, so I basically wanted to go in fresh by watching the trailer firsthand, and I wanted to be over the top at the same time. But the problem is that when the video was posted, everybody got the wrong impression. They thought I was being serious about my reaction. And they're like, who's this asshole? He doesn't know quality gaming. And it's like, he complains too much. And it's like, it's a joke. It's a satire on Sonic.
Which I don't at all condone, but mate, really? You couldn't have thought you could upload this without being made fun of. But at least now he's moved on and is doing other things. Really, when you look into it, the most well-known and infamous people in the fanbase were either trolls, over-exaggerating, or Chris Chan. There's no excuse for Chris Chan. If for some reason you don't know, Christian Weston Chandler is a high-functionally autistic male who has been bullied and tormented for over a decade. Chris created Sonichu, a mix between, well, Sonic and Pikachu, and was very open online about things like his love life, his autism, his address. I'm completely fascinated with this man. Woman? I've watched well over 100 hours worth of Chris Chan videos and documentaries, and despite the fact that he's in massive debt, his mother is dying, and I'm pretty sure he still has that infection, Chris is still kicking. Somehow. There is way too much stuff to go over when it comes to the wacky hijinks that Chris has gotten up to.
I have your mug shot. I can't even stand to look at it. All those damn freckles! You're a freak!
Honestly, I could make a series documenting everything that's happened to Chris Chan, get 13 parts in, cancel the series due to thinking about Chris Chan too much, and I still wouldn't even have covered half of the shenanigans he's gotten into. So I'll just use the example that everybody knows.
The new sub-series, Sonic Boom, was revealed. All the characters now featured new designs, with Sonic sporting some new shoes, a neckerchief, and some sports tapes. But Chris's main focus was on Sonic's arms. Now, as we all know, Sonic's arms are tanned. Not in Sonic Boom, though. In this new series, Sonic's arms would be blue. Old crafty Sega thought they could pull one over on our lovable protagonist, but he was too clever for them. He saw through their web of lies. Chris knew that tan was Sonic's one and only arm colour, and so set out on his lonesome to right this wrong. He joined support groups and constantly emailed Sega to go back on their decision, to bring balance back to the world. But those corporate swines wouldn't listen, so Chris selflessly did what any sane person would do.
Don't call anybody.
And that was the bar too. And that was the bar tea.
It was the pepper spray heard round the world. Chris had heroically tried to swap out the blue-armed Sonic Boom covers with his homemade tan-armed versions at GameStop, and when the wicked employee tried to stop him, well, you know the rest. And thus, a new meme was born.
The only thing I can really say about Chris Chan is that he's only one person in a community that contains millions of people, so to judge everybody based on one guy is completely idiotic. Chris was just some goofball kid that took a liking to Sonic. He liked other stuff, but like Sammy, he is only grouped in with the Sonic fandom. And in the different sagas of Chris's life, it's arguable that the trolls are just as bad as he is. Which leads me to my next point. Over the years of more and more people starting to hate on Sonic, the series has gained quite the anti-fan base. A group who I would argue is just as bad, if not worse than the fan base of people that like Sonic. They take any chance they can to shit in the franchise and the people that like it. But the second you say something bad about something they like, oh no, that's unacceptable. But that's the truth. Every fan base is like the Sonic fan base. Everything has the people who overreact, draw porn, and get in stupid arguments about minuscule shit. And if you're one of the people who only gives the Sonic fanbase shit for this, then you're retarded. The fanbase is nearing 30 years old. Of course some idiots are going to slip through the cracks, and to base an entire community over these select few people is moronic. Being a Sonic fan is usually something I question about often. My main question being, why? What is it about this specific thing that I like so much over tons of other franchises? And I don't think I'm ever going to find the answer. I like Sonic, and there's nothing more I can really do to explain it. So yeah, I like Sonic, and I also like Tails and Knuckles and basically all the Sonic characters, but except Chris. But most of all, I'm a Sonic fan.